More of my conversation with Charlie Sheen, the star of the edgy new comedy Mad Families, is revealing his hopes for his own family and the lessons he's learned on his road to stardom.
Let's take a picture, man.
Great. This might be a tight squeeze. Who's sitting on whose lap?
Yeah, come on, Charlie, sit on my lap.
Amazing. Oh, my God. Well, it is almost
It's your booth, you sit on my lap.
Oh, my God.
You can file this under places I never thought I'd be.
Hey, this is the last thing I expected.
This is happening, right?
In a photo booth with Charlie Sheen in the middle of his living room.
Oh, Jesus. See, I told you it's too close.
It's good enough for me.
It's a moment in time.
I'm happy.
It's a moment in time. That's so sweet. Right on.
But then again, you never know what to expect when you hang out with Charlie. After a 4-year film hiatus, he's back in a new movie, Mad Families, a comedy streaming on Crackle about 3 families from different backgrounds forced to spend a vacation together.
The TV antenna stuck in them.
Did you get the NFL package? The film is hysterical.
Film is funny.
It's funny as hell.
You know what I love?
Yeah.
It is diverse.
It's
too.
very diverse, yeah.
And they all kind of get tied in together.
They get stuck together, yeah.
And have to make it work.
There's a scene where we all pass around a megaphone and tell the most racially inappropriate jokes in the history of the known universe. And it's funny as hell. No one in the movie is offended, so I do believe that anyone watching it won't be either, you know? We're not curing cancer with this type of work, but perhaps we're making it okay to have an open dialogue, which we must have, especially with what's coming, you know, in the White House. These are dicey times.
Do you see this as a comeback of sorts?
I don't want to label it as such, because then if it doesn't work, then I'm wrong. Don't like being wrong. No, it's a stepping stone to, I think, a lot of really cool stuff. For some reason, they just keep inviting me back to the next act, you know?
Well, I think talent has a lot to do with that.
Thank you. I've had the grand fortune of being able to live in a lot of different worlds with comedy and drama and the rest of it.
What the hell league you been playing in?
California Penal.
But Charlie's most cherished role,
That's your kid.
being a dad.
I walk into your house and I see so many things when I'm walking through about family. 5 kids.
And a granddaughter.
And a granddaughter.
Yeah. I was a grandfather at 48. It kind of blew my mind all types of sideways. But what a gift. It's really refreshing, and you know, you've had a terrible day and you come home and your kids are like, oh my gosh, look who's
So
here.
to your kids, you're not a superstar, you're not a TV star, a movie star, you're just dad.
Yeah, they've never even seen my work.
Are you kidding me?
They've never seen my work. Mom has to sequester them a little bit from some of the work I've done, you know, until they're old enough. But yeah, no, they don't know me as a performer.
That's a really cool thing, that side that I think a lot of people don't get a chance to see about you.
I mean, it's nice to adorn your walls with art, but it's also nice to set up every alcove and tabletop with the faces that make you the happiest.
Yeah, which are your family.
Yeah.
What's the most important, if there's any lesson, that you think you've learned over the last few years?
That no one is above common courtesy. Ever. And the two things that appear to be evaporating in society and on this rock of ours are common courtesy and common sense. They're kind of vanishing at the same time. That's my credo, you know?
If you could go back and talk to 21-year-old Charlie Sheen. Here you are, young, pretty face, still got a pretty face.
Oh, you're so kind.
What would you say to that guy? Would you change anything?
I would just tell him to be a little more patient and not ruled by greed or the promise of quick gains. I would tell him to always trust his gut. In the most upside down moments, always trust your gut. I would tell him to just be a little more forgiving, you know?
Got to forgive yourself.
Yeah. It's pretty good advice, right?
Open as always, and you can see more of my interview with Charlie Sheen tonight on Nightline, and the movie Mad Families premieres tomorrow on the free streaming service Crackle. So
He seems in a good place.
He does, doesn't
he's
he?
in a good place.
He's just one of those guys you kind of pull for.
Yep.
And despite everything
Yep.
that he's gone through, you want him to be okay. All of us.
Absolutely.